What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Legion on Zoom. As usual, always and forever, I am Chez.
Yo, hey, and I'm Miguel.
And I'm Rod. What's up?
I'm just here chilling, fellas, and
I do want to say that it's Rod and not just Rod, right? We got a special guest with Rod today. Well, for the people who are watching us on YouTube right now, as a quick reminder, you can check us out on our YouTube channel, Legion on Zoom. You'll be able to see Rod's fantastic guest, goes by the name as Richard Grayson. Is that correct?
That is correct. So the YouTube videos, they get exclusive content. So if you want the whole LOZ experience, listen to us on Spotify or whatever, then watch the YouTube video. All right, so I got like a life-size cutout of Nightwing, and I think it's to scale. So I was just cleaning out my apartment, and I found this guy. I'm like, holy shit, I hadn't seen it in a while.
Found him. He was on your bed. Don't front.
Yeah, bro, don't tell people my secrets.
It's not at all creepy.
So like, I don't know, one drunken night, I just was on like Amazon, like, sure, I'll have a life-size Nightwing in my apartment. Why wouldn't any sane man want to do that, right?
That's how that goes.
When I love, because for those of you who are not still, who you're listening to us right now on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, where have you, the Nightwing is next to this glorious, the Jim Lee, right?
Yo, bro,
one of the most
Nightwing, yeah,
one of the most iconic drawings ever.
Hell yes.
It might be my all-time favorite piece of art, actually. And it's really like, because Jim Lee now, he's a god at DC Comics, but I feel like this was the start, right? His Batman run was the start of this epic rise of JimLee. And this is, I think, the cover to Batman 316.
Dang, you know the number and everything. Oh yeah, It is the Hush, yeah.
And then anyway, the rest is blocked off, but I got a Scott McDaniel Nightwing #1, 1996, original comic book store exclusive poster.
Right behind the body
framed.
Bag. Right behind the body bag.
Yeah, exactly.
The bodies are in the chest to my left, but oh shit.
So the bag is just to put the bodies in there later.
Of course.
The one thing that has always irked my soul about that Jim Lee drawing is the exaggerated angle of Dick Grayson's leg while he's running. That shit makes no physical sense.
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's running fast, bro.
Fans, Rod said the cover and the artist, go look it up. It's always bothered me how exaggerated his leg is while they're running. It's like that should be breaking. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll throw up the image right now.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. So fans can see it. Look at that.
Fans, what do you think? Is that realistic?
That's not okay.
It looks like maybe he's about to trip or something, or maybe he was like they jump from a building and he's landing and running.
Very impractical.
Anyway, for the casual fans, if you're looking for an entry point, let's say you don't really read Batman comics, you're more into the movies. If you want an entry point, definitely check out Hush by Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb. At this point, it's been reprinted so many times. You can get like a deluxe edition. There's an animated version too, but anyway, we'll talk about that in a later episode.
Yeah. And in some big news, like this show just keeps on getting more and more epic. Titans now has our Barbara Gordon. Wowzers.
Oh shit. Right. And exactly. And then I don't know about this show getting more and more awesome. Like it was really awesome.
I mean,
casting wise, yeah, because at least season 2 in the theory, it was dope. We had fucking Connor Kent, right? And then at the end, Robin, Jason Todd choosing to become Red Hood. So we're hoping, and we saw for the first time Bruce Wayne in this universe, which was that epic dude from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Sir Jorah Mormont.
There you go.
Yeah, the guy they got ultimate friend zone by the Mother of Dragons, bro. He is the chairman of the friend zone.
That hurt to watch, man. That was hard. Or is he like a new level of like altruistic? I mean, he knew he was in the friend zone, but he still, he endured. At the end, he died for the friend zone.
But why though?
I don't
Why?
know, man.
Why?
Because he wanted to smash. That's why.
Yo,
Yeah,
he
fair
till
enough,
the
fair
bitter
enough.
end, man. To the bitter,
Fair
he
enough.
had hope at the end. Like, yo, maybe if I do this, like, he's like, maybe if I die right now,
Yeah,
like,
I might smash in the afterlife. So you know what? He's like the saint of the friend zone.
he's the saint. Yes, exactly.
Word. That's
Not
much
even the
better.
chairman. He should be elevated
Yeah,
to
yeah, word,
sainthood.
word.
Whatever the process is called by the Vatican, that's what he should get in the friend zone.
Anyway, yeah, so we're seeing the Bat family come more to life on Titans because we got Nightwing, we got fucking Red Hood, Old Robin, Bruce Wayne, and now we got Savannah Welch cast as Barbara Gordon on Titans. What do you guys think of the casting?
To be honest, I haven't seen a picture yet.
She looks alright.
Yeah.
Like she looks like Barbara
She's-
Gordon, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I'll be real.
I saw a picture, like it was revealed like on Wednesday. I saw a photo. I'd never seen this actress before.
I'm gonna
I
check
went on
right
her
now while you guys
Wikipedia,
discuss.
and I didn't see anything I recognized either. So it's gonna be like a brand new. And most of the actors on that show are pretty like fresh faces anyway. So, except for Sir Jorah Mormont, of course.
Right. The only thing, and I was wondering, actually, I don't know, like, what's the story that's gonna be behind this, right? I don't think I haven't heard any rumors because I'm also wondering, like, is it gonna be fucking Batwoman or Batgirl, or are we gonna get Oracle? You know, like, what's the kind of backstory she's gonna have with Dick? You know, I'm pretty sure they were already like a couple or something. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be something there, but I'm. Nothing wrong with Oracle. Oracle's obviously a key member of the team, but it'd be pretty fucking cool to see Batgirl, though.
You know what? I'm down. What's her name? Savannah Welch.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm down. She looks tough. Like I can see like there's character to her face. She has that like Hilary Swank vibe.
Oh.
For some reason, I dig it. I'm definitely
that.
down. I see that. I'm down.
Yeah, I did a rewatch recently of season 1 and 2, and you know, unfortunately, the show kind of progressively degrades in quality. I mean, it starts off really good, like Arrow, but Arrow took seasons to degrade. Or I mean, again, no disrespect to the CW fans. It is a wonderful universe that they've built over there.
Very true.
But I feel like it got too much for me, and this is kind of like where the direction Titans is going in. So it starts off really like low key, like you know, you're grounded, you're invested in the Raven character, and then you follow her progression. And then they just start throwing characters left and right. And like, oh shit, come on, guys, come relax. You know, I think at the end of season 2, it was like 2 major conflicts at the end. Spoiler alert. It's a fight versus Superboy and a fight versus Deathstroke. And I'm like, why not just do Deathstroke? What the fuck?
Right.
Like he was the
No.
major villain.
No, do everything.
Like
Do
why they gotta
everything.
kill it?
And
Anyway.
not even just the Deathstroke part, right? Because it was also involving his son, right? Which is what was his name?
Jericho.
Jericho, you know, and they had that whole story, which is honestly the Jericho Deathstroke story, as taken from the comic books, is a dope ass story in and of itself. And exactly, it's like just do that, just focus on that piece, and we can wait for Superboy for season 3, you know, or have him be just a part of the team from the get go. Like I don't know, but exactly, it was just too much shit going on. Because also like when we were mentioning at the beginning too, like. And then also it leads to Jason Todd like freaking out and saying, "Fuck this! I'm gonna be Red Hood." It's like, wait, what? I kind of like, wait, how did that happen?
I did kind of like that arc though, not to be a contrarian, but that particular arc because there's a point. I mean, you know, spoiler alert again. He like Deathstroke throws him off of a side of a building, and then Superboy randomly pops up and like extremely randomly pops up and saves his life. But it's like the trauma that they tried to do with Jason after that moment, like yo, I was about to die, like that was kind of cool where they went with that.
No,
so
and
I look forward to seeing like what they do with it in season 3.
Word, no, I don't disagree. I like that arc a lot. Like the only thing I didn't get is then how did then that lead to him saying, "Yo, fuck all of you. I'm gonna be Red Hood." Like that's the part because I felt like he was able to kind of
that escalated very quickly.
Like he was able to kind of go through this. He had really cool talk with Dick, you know, at one point, like when he was on the ledge on the building, like. But I'm like, wait, how did you become Red Hood now? Like how, like. You know, because in the comic books, it's like, because you died, you know, and that made sense, you know, like that's kind of, I get it. But like here, like, oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to front. I mean, things on that show in general felt kind of rushed. Like, I mean, they try to pack a lot in just what's it now on its third season, right?
It's going to be the third.
Yeah, it's going to be in its third season. So we already had Dick Grayson go from Robin to Nightwing. We got Damian Wayne. We got Red Hood. We got like, you know what I mean? Like they were just like bang, 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 bang. Like
we got Damian Wayne. You said what?
Yeah. Wait, we got what?
No, I mean, Jason. Who's the other
heard
Robin
it here
on the show?
first.
Who's the other Robin on that show?
They could.
Jason
Todd.
Yeah, Jason
Low
Todd.
key. I think they need to pull off.
Kind of rushed, not Damian Wayne. It's because, like, in my head, he's always kind of looked like a Damian Wayne. That's why, like, I said that on Reflex. He kind of looks like how they draw Damian Wayne sometimes, the actor that plays him on the show.
A little bit, I guess.
No, yeah, but like things in general to me have always felt kind of rushed in that show for some reason. Like they try to do a lot in like a little bit of space.
I will say that at least the whole story with Dick Grayson from Robin to Nightwing, I appreciated that they didn't do that like super fast, right? Because he became Nightwing until season 2, you know, and I'm like that. I like that. Like they took their time with that to build this. Like for me, like we understood why, you know, Dick left being Robin in Gotham and was kind of still dealing with, do I be Robin or not? Like that was, I like that. Like I understood how you reached to be like, all right, I'm gonna be Nightwing. But like everything else is exactly, especially season 2 is like, yeah, oh man, you guys crammed in a lot of stuff in there.
At least they fixed our first costume.
Yeah, they did do that.
Well, it's all on HBO Max, so check it out and let us know what you think. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be all in, of course. It's DC, and it's one of the few shows I think that were okay from the app, right? Because like the DC app, it had Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, Titans, Young Justice season 3. So Harley I think that was one of the better. Oh my god, the best! I can't fucking wait for season 3. Also on HBO Max. No, we're not sponsored by HBO Max, but you know we all have a price, don't we?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not sponsored yet, but
if you just want to give us, you know, like a free year subscription, we'll take it.
Oh hell yes!
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84 is about to dip
money in
from
the bank.
app too. So any of the fans,
hurry up and catch that.
You've been slagging. Go watch it and be underwhelmed. Check out episode 1, LOZ 1984 for our full review.
Yes.
For our treatment. And on some more epic news, if you guys want to go to our Insta page, and that would be Instagram for all you elderly folk out there, and check out the Superman and Lois trailer that we just posted up recently. I'm excited for this. It's going to be a 2-hour premiere. I think it's like February 23rd or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. And I feel this is like eons beyond the Superman and Lois show from TNT.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
From back in the day. Yeah, no, for
was
sure.
Was it TNT
man.
or Superstation?
Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark,
right?
Yeah. With Dean Cain,
Shout out to Dean Cain.
Dean Cain.
And what was the sexy Lois Lane?
Oh yeah, something.
She came back. She came back as
one of the Desperate Housewives. No, she was one of the Desperate Housewives.
That's not what I was thinking about Supergirl, the TV show. She comes back as like her mom.
Does she?
Right?
No. Is she Supergirl's mom?
Was she?
She was a villain in like season 3. Anyway.
Oh, you're right. She was.
Oh, word. She was.
Terry Hatcher.
Shout out to Terry Hatcher.
Shout out to Terry Hatcher. I was thinking Alyssa Milano, but
I think she was Monel's mother on Supergirl, and then she was like this badass Kryptonian or something. Oh, not Kryptonian or like whatever Monel is.
No. I was gonna say Zarnian, but that's Lobo. Wait, what was he?
I don't remember. One of those other ones.
It was some near Kryptonian shit.
It's like some shit like Draxian or some shit like that.
Something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
Anyway, whatever. For the deep geeks, exactly. Let us know what that weird race is. They're like cousins to the Kryptonians.
The Kryptonians, word. Yo, but yeah, that Superman and Lois trailer looked good. Actually, I was really surprised. And, like, in the quality of it, even didn't even feel like CW. Really, nothing against CW. We love the
It looked like
CW.
Smallville, which was like I think ahead of its time with production value for TV.
I actually got a little bit of like Titans type of production value, like
Really?
HBO-ish. Like, you know, it looked good. Like, Anna had really good color grading and shit. Like, I don't know, it looked like epic, and like, and him using his powers didn't seem like, well, you know, cheesy or like cheap. You know, CGI looked pretty decent.
I feel like you're trying to shit on Smallville, and I'm offended because that shit was a masterpiece of TV. And you know what? So was Lois and Clark.
And wait, Chaz, you said February 23rd? Because if you
Yeah.
did, that would be correct.
Yeah, don't cancel Ches. 2021.
Yo,
Yeah.
Rod, did you get a chance to see the trailer?
I have not, unfortunately, but I watched the Crisis Verse event, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Damn, the Crisis verse.
Bro.
I'm not fucking with
damn,
the
Yo, my
Crisis
brain is like
verse.
split right now with all this fucking diversity, multiversity. Wait, do we appreciate multiversity? Everybody's on this diversity kick. What about the multiverse of us?
Oh, shit.
Let's get extra. Let's get like ultimate woke right now.
Yeah, word, yeah. Speaking of which, wait. Exactly.
Anyway.
So, is there a diverse multiverse? Is there
You know it.
diversity within
Yeah.
the multiverse?
Hell yeah.
Of course, that shit is inherent in the multiverse is diversity.
Yo, we have a
Fair
black Superman who's president, man. That's hella fucking diverse right there.
About
Word.
time.
But just a quick point, like in that event, they had Supergirl Superman fight Superman Returns esque Brandon Routh Superman, and I thought they did a good job with that. You know, given the event's scope and whatnot, I'm like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool. So
Yeah,
I'm sure that show's gonna be lit, and I'm down. I'm definitely down to watch a 2-hour premiere.
Hell yeah. I want to actually get your guys' thoughts on this, because my only thing that I'm like, I wasn't a fan of this since they announced it, and I don't want to say less of a fan after watching the trailer. I'm still like, all right, but skeptical. But the only thing is they have 2 kids on the show, which is like, first of all, honestly,
that was weird.
Like, look, Superman having a son is, I still think it feels new, although John Kent, you know, Superboy, right, you know, in the comic books has been around since when? Since Rebirth, or right before Rebirth, or actually,
I think so.
I think so. So that's not even that long ago. But I've come to love John. I think John's a pretty dope character, and especially in the comic books, he has this really cool relationship with Damian Wayne, right? With Robin. They even have their own book, Super Sons, which
Who's
is
in
pretty
Titans
cool.
apparently.
Exactly.
Word.
You heard it here first, man.
Breaking news.
So the whole idea, but now you're giving me 2, you know, sons. Like, what's the? I don't know. Like, I'm wondering what's behind this.
Maybe, like, you know, sometimes they use loose continuity type shit. You know, like in the Brandon Routh, shout out to Brandon Routh again. In his movie, and his movie was a spiritual successor to the I'm sorry, what's the director of that movie?
Wow.
Donner.
Donner.
I think I meant the actor. I was about
Oh,
to say,
I
wow.
mean, it's a household name, but and so
Shout out to
you know, maybe
Christopher
they,
Reeve.
they like to like build off like, you know, what fans have seen before for familiarity's sake. So maybe they're trying to work. Oh, this is him further down the line. Although I don't know if he ever had a kid in that TNT version though.
No, they didn't. That would have been wild. And just on a quick side note, since you've already brought him up twice and we did shut him out, Brandon Routh. So in Superman Returns, which we can all say was like, meh, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't anything crazy, but it's like he disappeared, then he redeemed himself completely, in my opinion, and then some, as the Atom. What's the Atom's government name? I forgot.
What do you mean government?
Ray Palmer.
Yeah, Ray Palmer. Yeah.
Government name?
Yeah. By the way, NYC lingo. Someone's government name is their actual birth name. So he completely redeemed himself as Ray Palmer, in my opinion. Did an amazing job as the Atom, even though it was like an Iron Man ripoff, but hey, I'll take it. And then went on to play Superman again as the Superman from the Kingdom Come.
Fan service.
Part of the, oh my God, like what
Love it.
full circle. Like, it's crazy. So he went from like a blockbuster movie, which was at best mediocre, to going beyond epic on a way smaller
Damn.
scale.
It's
The
like a
irony
fat
of
dump
that,
on that movie.
I mean, think about it. Okay, wait. Let's be real. What was more epic? Him being the Superman from the Kingdom Come, verse or him being that Superman in Superman Returns. Keep it real.
Damn, you're like at best, at its peak, that movie's mediocre.
Everyone
At the best moment.
Everyone trying their damnedest on that crew.
The part you enjoyed the most of that movie was mediocre. You know,
Yeah.
like damn.
And that's when the bullet bounced against off against the eye and shit. But it's like, but come on, let's keep it real. Which Superman performance by Brandon Routh is better?
Kingdom
I'll
Come,
take-
of course.
see,
CW.
exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. That's wild. Just big shout out to Brandon Routh for that, dude. Like shit, that was full circle. That's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yes, good for him though. Now my boy Chess is crushing on Brandon Routh right now.
Yeah, I
Good.
mean, like I was always kind of fascinated by that
he's the
turnaround.
man.
Like
He
that's
is.
so
He
crazy.
Bro, and his first episode on Arrow, that's when I was still watching it. When it was, I mean, before it got kind of crazy, but it's still good all the way through. Anyways, like he's like doing pull-ups, and then what's her face comes in, the hot blonde that's like Oracle-esque.
And he does
Felicity.
the ladder
Oh
too.
yeah.
And he does the ladder. I
And
mean, I
then
don't know
she's
if that
like,
was him.
"Oh snap, yo! Look at this guy! Look at this hunk!"
Yes.
Felicity Smoke.
But anyway, we'll
Moving on.
we'll be
Word.
excited to see. Hopefully, Brandon Routh comes in if they add the multiverse to the Superman and Lois. But I'm looking forward to. I think Tyler Hoechlin or something his name is. In this
Hoechlin, I think.
Hoechlin, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
word.
looking forward to this show.
And damn, like it's crazy though because it's a 2-hour premiere. This dude got his own Superman movie. It's a made-for-TV Superman movie.
Nah, man. I think that usually means when it's a premiere, it's just usually 2 episodes together, and that's it. It's like
It's
you know,
still 2 hours. Like that's a movie.
One of the Smallville one was 2 hours.
And oh my god, dude, come on! Shout outs to Tom Welling, bro. Like, dude,
Word. Also
might,
in
like-
the Crisis event, which is awesome fan service.
like it's good that we're going off on this tangent because I feel like on this comic book based show, we haven't really appreciated the OG superhero, the archetype, and that would be Soups himself when you kind of think about it. So it's like all these shout outs are overdue and in order.
yes, and also special shout out to Tom Welling because also I recently I think over like a couple of months ago I binged Lucifer on Netflix. Great show, highly recommend it. And he's fucking on Lucifer. I don't want to say who he is unless if you haven't watched it.
Oh, word.
Yeah, but
word.
epic.
That was awesome.
So fucking cool. All right, we can say who he is right on the show or nah? Should we not? Should we
Yeah.
avoid it?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Just put a spoiler alert right
No,
here.
spoiler, exactly.
Oh yeah, dude. So, I mean, if you want to say, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but he's Cain. You know, so like the fucking Cain
from the
first
Bible.
murder. He killed his brother, and now he's immortal and fucking just so it's fucking so dope.
So, and it's such a good performance. Yo. He's epic, and he's aged extremely well. It's like jarring. Like, good lord, man.
Lindo el hombre. Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
I love that this podcast gives more like attention to handsome men than you know.
That just shows
In
the
the ladder.
bias. That shows the bias in the comic book industry world, you know, because we only have leading men, and well, of course, we have to appreciate them, no? Because we have like
and we're
Supergirl and
woke.
Captain Marvel, and that's it, you know.
But I'm
we're woke.
but
Yes.
however, yeah, if you want to get woke and dive into this, I said we dissected a little bit. What do you think it's actually celebrated more in society? A handsome man or a beautiful woman?
Well, I'm not
'Cause
gonna
you-
get in on this.
Exactly.
Celebrated more.
No, yeah, I mean in the sense
celebrate
it's
is
like
a weird way.
oh no,
Yeah,
I mean
it's a weird word.
in the sense like
Speaking of
spoken about
celebrating
more
women,
often. Yeah.
speaking of celebrating women, we're gonna so Batwoman premiered finally this week, and we got Javisha Leslie
Nice
finally donning on the cape and cowl as Batwoman. So speaking of but sadly, I think I'm the only one who saw it. Right? You guys haven't seen the premiere yet?
No, not yet.
No,
But I plan to just to see the difference and just to get my curiosity about the wig set straight.
You know, and actually, it might have been a good segue, but we're not celebrating. We are not celebrating. I saw it. It's trash. we should cancel the show. Like they really just gotta like nothing against Javisha Leslie. Like
Wow.
she's pretty cool,
Okay.
but like Jesus Christ, the show is just not Nah, I'm only watching the premiere to talk about it here, and that's it. Like, I'm not.
Let's call it for what it's for. Let's call it for what it's for. For what it's for. That show could have been well done, but they used the whole woke climate to make a cash grab, which is fucked up. Let's call it for what it's for. Like, I'm all for equality, you know, like I'm all for, you know, like the woke movement, whatever. Like I'm all for that. I'm all for like the power of women, all that. But let's call it that show for what it was. They used the current mindset for a blatant cash grab because that show, considering that entire storyline, could have been done so much better.
Word. No, and then speaking of that, I generally try to disagree with you when
I welcome it.
When you make comments like those, but honestly, after watching the first episode, yeah, because for example, when we were talking about in the first episode, 1984, we were talking about Black Lightning, right? Such a fucking good show, and I liked Black Lightning because I think they also really handled issues of race well, and about what it is to be a black man and his black family and a black dad, and all they very well, not in a way that it's so like either you're forcing it in, you know, or nothing like that, you know, like it's well done, you know, and it is in your face, but it's in your face in a proper way, like, because you have to fucking face this, no? But like with Batwoman, that whole thing also that she's black and that she's really highlighting the realities, you know, the realities of what it is to be a black woman, you know, a black person and a black woman in particular in the United States, which is true, but they're like, out of nowhere, she's like having a speak about it, you know, and like it's like, wait, what is happening here? Like, what? Like, you guys are trying way. I'm pretty sure we should fucking fact check this, but I'm pretty sure that none of the writers, or at least the head writers, isn't black. I'm pretty sure it's white people writing these things. You know, like where it's like it's very, very exaggerated. And if I'm wrong, fuck. But like, I think it's
yeah. If they have one African American writer, you're fucked. Hashtag cancel Miguel. Moving forward, yeah. Hashtag cancel Miguel. But but dude, let's call it for what it's worth. Like that show. It's like it's so crazy, like how well that could have been done. You know what I mean? Like. It bothers me how well that could have been done.
Did you guys?
I mean, we don't know, man. Let's watch it. Let's see what's up,
bro.
That's just Miguel's opinion.
No. I mean, I trust it. It's kind of like how you like. It's like you respect your greatest rival. I'm not gonna watch it because
I want to watch it with Miguel's you opinion. Just because of how strongly you feel about it. Let's watch it.
I want the CW to know that the voice of Miguel is costing them views.
What I want to know is, do they explain Kate Kane leaving in a good way?
Oh, no, they do not. They do explain it, not in a good way. Like I can. Do you guys want to tell? I can just tell you guys right now, right?
Another spoiler alert right about now.
It was in the news actually too. So Kate Kane dies. Like she's dead, and you know how she died? In a plane crash. Apparently, she was flying from National City, where Supergirl lives, coming back to Gotham City, and her plane got shot down. Not the bat plane, a regular plane. You know, got shot down, and she died, and straight up died. And the whole episode is about like every member of her family, and we have Bruce Wayne as we have Tommy Elliott, Hush, as Bruce Wayne, trying to get the bat suit and shit like that, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Cool.
That is kind of cool.
That's like the best part. But then that's like what happened. Like, they just straight up like, you're dead. Peace out, Kate Kane. Like, damn. Like,
or is she? Tune in to Batwoman on the CW. Shout out to the CW.
I will say that exactly. They don't show her body, so it's obviously classic. You know, fucking comic book, you know, TV show, you know, thing where, you know, if you don't see the body, you don't know if they're really dead. But they're playing it off as like she's dead. And like, for example, like her dad, who didn't know that she was Batwoman yet in the show, in the comic books he does, found out that she's Batwoman because, well, she's dead, you know, and that kind of stuff. And so that was a little bit, I don't know. That was okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah. They tried. At this point, they're just trying to break even.
Yeah. And I will say, let me describe one last scene just quickly. So because it happens apparently because Javicia Leslie's character, she's homeless and she's like, well, she's living in her van and like like actually by the river, I think. And then the plane, shout out to Saturday Night Live there, and the plane crashes, there near her. And so she goes out to check the wreckage. And, as she's there, she's like super distraught, right? She's like, oh my God, what's happening? And then she's like she saw like there's a person like dying and she tries to save her and she's like crying and like not keeping it together, right? And then she gets up after leaving the guy like to, barely live or something. She throws up, like you see her throwing up on screen, like, oh, like she's so fucking shocked by all this, right? And then she turns and sees the Batwoman costume and she's like, oh. And then grabs it and takes it. And then I'm like, I don't want.
Why was it there?
Because it was her plane, and so like Kate Kane had it with her like in a suitcase or something. I don't.
Oh,
know.
like so. Okay, so her and Javicia were on the same flight, and then
no. So Javicia was in a van by the river,
by the river,
just chilling in her van when the
Okay,
plane crashed like in the river next to her or something. Yeah.
That was the worst, Chris Farley. I apologize to the fans for all three of you listening. My bad.
No, because and then her choice from there on out was to be a fucking vigilante.
Yeah, and so my only thing is like what?
Totally justified.
A person that's seeing chaos and like destruction, she's like, oh my god, and throwing up, and I'm like, I don't want you to be Batwoman. Like, I don't want you to be a bat anything. You don't have what it takes. Like, what the fuck? Like,
listen, man, people are forged in those moments, right? You shut your mouth. That's when she was made.
And just to answer the burning question from last season, is that her hair or a wig?
Yeah,
because we know
word.
that Batwoman, as part of her outfit, she wants to emphasize that it's a woman kicking ass. So she has like this loud red wig on. So I remember we were talking about that.
No. Yeah, that's at least in the episode. In the first episode, it's still because it's exactly Kate Kane's suit, so it's the Batwoman wig.
Okay, I
so
see.
it is still the wig. I think
see.
We've seen photos of her. I think that has like her hair, right?
Yeah.
A little color,
Yeah.
like reddish. So we'll see what happens. Well, I won't see it because I'm not watching this shit. But, like, we'll find out.
But listen. Now
Someone will tell us.
you have to watch it just to tell us because we're not going to watch it. If it's because you're already
One of us,
committed.
we're gonna sign shows like, bro, you watch these. I know this one is whack. You gotta watch it.
Then it has to be done at random. Like, damn, I have to watch. Batwoman
All right,
this
I
week.
call Harley Quinn. I'll keep you guys up to date every week on that shit.
Son of a bitch.
Best
Miguel,
show.
Miguel gets Batwoman.
All right. Okay, take it for the team.
Damn. And shit, yo. I mean, in the world of like the two, between DC and Marvel, there is an eternal war. People should read that trade, by the way. Marvel versus DC, shout out, deep cut. That shit was awesome. I'm a DC man, but they're at it again. Now, like, what is it? Well, like the DC Universe app becomes DC Universe Infinite. Now, like, becomes what? Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, what iteration of the app from DC are we on now? Like, what is this one? Isn't this like number 3?
No, it's the second version, no? Like, it's the second version. I know, and I think we've talked about the DC Universe app before at length. I think Rod has very strong feelings about the DC Universe app. Like, I think we both have. Like, it was not a good app, right?
That should eventually is going to become DC Kindle Universe Max Infinite.
Damn. Plus.
Damn, yes. And so, right, so for the fans out there, we've talked about this before, right? So there was a DC Universe app that had everything DC, movies, TVs, comic books, and it was mediocre at best, I think.
Damn.
Quote Chess.
We're strong critics on this show.
Yeah, it was a bit of a letdown, but HBO Max came and took all the movies and the shows and did it better, so everything's there now.
Yeah, and the other thing that pissed us off too was like the one good thing about the DC Universe app was the comic books. They gave us a lot of comic books, all that good stuff to read, but it was glitchy as fuck. It was really annoying to read the comic books there, no matter on what device. I had like my phone, I had it on a tablet. It would not be easy. But now it just got upgraded to the DC Universe Infinite or something like that. DC Infinite, DC Universe Infinite app, and which is now it's going to be exclusively comic books. You know, kind of very similar to Marvel Unlimited, which is the best comic book app out there. You know, and I just tried it. I think I tried it yesterday and some of it today. It seems better. It seems smoother. It doesn't seem too glitchy when I'm reading the comic books, and so I'm looking forward to checking it. I started reading the Far Sector comic book, which is a Green Lantern book, which is actually pretty fucking dope. And I'm like, all right, and it didn't glitch, it didn't freeze or anything. I'm like, all right, cool.
All hail comicsology. Fuck all that
Nice.
nonsense.
Yeah, no, comics actually dope.
And now and before there was like a year delay on the comic books. So,
Yeah,
you know.
Word.
So I think they shortened that now, right? It's like 6 months or something.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think
To
they
be similar, like to Marvel Unlimited.
Nah, but Marvel Unlimited stepped it up because like DC Universe was like, all right, we're gonna do 6-month window like Marvel, and Marvel's like, fuck y'all, we're doing 3 months now, and so fuck yeah.
Nice. And then what? Next year, that's it. Like paper's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Damn,
All
you know what's
digital.
crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say? I was actually about to ask you guys that question, just like speculate. How long until the paper medium is dead?
And not to point out to my background, but I will again. So I used to collect tons of comic books. It was like a weekly trip to Midtown Comics, which is, you know, hopefully still going to thrive. And it seems like they are because they keep expanding. So good job over there, gents. But right behind me, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I have Trunks. And also some original Scott McDaniel artwork right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, these
Shout
are
out
like
Scott McDaniel.
tons and tons of comic books that I'm like, man, I mean, I guess they're gonna become like in vogue at some point in the future again, because you know, retro is cool. But I think, you know, for comic book readers, it's time to just go straight digital. And DC has sort of started this with, you know, on their app they have these shorter form comic books that come out weekly, like a Batman, Aquaman comic, and they're all weekly. And I haven't tried them yet, but you know, eventually. But that seems to be the future of the medium.
Right?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Didn't you say that Batman animated series one was like that too? Right? Like the straight digital or no?
Right. Oh, and Kevin Smith all but confirmed that they are going to do a continuation. So now the comic book continued the show, but now HBO Max is like, then let's continue the show because people are gonna eat this up. Last night I saw Animaniacs on Hulu, and I'm like, damn, this is so nostalgically delicious. Like,
I gotta check that out.
yeah, it's kind of cool, and they poke fun at it. They poke fun at the fact that you just got to bring back retro shit because, you know, us fucking millennials and shit, we just want to be children again, apparently, and the industry knows this, and they're spoon feeding us all this retro shit, and I say give me more, especially
exactly
if it's Batman the animated series continuation, which just came on HBO Max.
But
I'm gonna rewatch that shit.
As long as it's all done correctly. But like at the same time, amidst all the nostalgia, what I don't get is why has no one, I mean, even though it's kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but why has no one taken a stab at Batman Beyond amidst all of this? Like, what's up with that?
And I think they've been slowly kind of hyping that up more and more. And people
but it's been so
rumors.
slow.
Nah, bro, there's strong rumors out of HBO Max.
And that's what they're saying. Remember, with Michael Keaton coming back, they're thinking he'll be the older Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond. So we'll see. We'll see. I agree. They're taking too long, but because come on, we know that Warner Brothers and DC have not made the best choices in movies for a while. They at least barely with the Zack Snyder, verse and his movies. At least they had a cohesive world, you know, and some movies and some trajectory, which that wasn't that long ago, you know. So they were barely giving us a pretty dope Batman with Ben Affleck. You know, to then for them, they're not gonna wanna then let's try it, you know, because they don't know what they're doing. You know, if Kevin Feige was working there, we would have had Batman Beyond 3 coming.
That's what they've lacked, right? The Kevin Feige, and I want to point to the power struggle between Jeff Johns and Zack Snyder and all this hoo-ha over there. Walter Hamada, like, because they're all vying to be the Kevin Feige of DC. Someone needs to rise to that position so that DC fans can get what they deserve, and that's amazing content.
I'm surprised how how like, well, I mean, he's done things here and there, but I'm surprised how nobody's handed over any real like big reigns over to Kevin Smith amidst all of this. You know what I mean? Like that's yeah, like I know he's done some stuff for the CW, but considering how he's like the Odin of our people, it's like it's so weird, and I don't know, like it's just a little odd that he hasn't like because think about it, like I'm sure all these dudes, you know, like Feige and company, are more like giant comic book fans and things like that. But if you think about it, you don't see them being like part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come nobody has like handed over the big reins to like who, what a large percentage of people who are into all the mediums that we are considered to be like our megaphone? You know what I mean? Imagine the fan service we would get if we got like a Netflix series that was directed by Kevin Smith. Name any hero you want, just put him in his hands, and I'll watch the shit out of it. Like I'm just a little bit surprised by that.
And his name is Kevin.
No.
And Rod has gone into the Phantom Zone.
Exactly. He was stopped by DC right now from saying
Damn, word. It was an attempt. Shit. What if it was
Am I
just
still frozen?
Nah, all right, you're back, bro. You're back.
Am I still frozen?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Sorry about that, peeps.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
My internet's been trashed lately, man. I don't know what's up.
Damn, it's COVID.
All the gigs of porn being downloaded simultaneously.
Also, yeah.
You should stop for at least when we're recording, bro.
Word.
Like, no.
It's like, and who still downloads porn?
I don't know.
You're downloading your porn on Kazaa.
Just to slow down my internet, because that's what gets me off, apparently. Slow internet. So I download porn aggressively.
He's doing it to save for a rainy day or some shit. Oh, we lose internet? I'm good.
Yeah,
I got my files.
Bro, the bunker?
And I'll say this just to get this out in the world. I want just thinking about it makes me laugh. So when I was young, me and Rod would talk all the time about, you know, like fan castings and shit, you know, like because of Wizard and whatnot. And we used to, well, I don't know whose idea it used to be, but Freddie Prinze Jr., a young Freddie Prinze Jr. as Terry McGinnis. Didn't you used to bring that up, or we used to discuss
I think as
that?
a Wizard, I think Wizard threw that idea out there into the ether. Whatever happened to that guy?
Shout out to Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think
come on our show, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yo,
we'll love to interview
you. Actually, I think last I heard, I think he actually has a show himself, either a podcast or a YouTube show. I don't remember that. I think where he plays Dungeons and Dragons with people or something like that. So he can be on our show and we'll be on his. Shit. And we lost Rod again.
That sounds cool.
There. Welcome back, Rod. What's up?
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm here.
He'll talk when he's ready.
I'm just gonna keep talking.
Do it.
But yeah,
yep, do it.
But you know what? Like a deep cut, because
Not just keep.
I wanted the fans to, if any of you out there remember the Wizard magazine, which we finally tend to talk about a lot on this show, you remember that in the back of that magazine was a fan casting section, and they used to come out with some really awesome stuff. Too bad, like, I don't think any of it ever came to fruition, because it was way before like the era of comic book movies that we're getting now. But they had some awesome shit, man. Wow.
Wizard, man. Wizard. R.I.P., man.
Yeah, I think we've shown love in the past to Wizard.
Yeah, that was like our Time magazine.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm back live, right?
Yeah, you're good, bro.
All right.
All right, so at least we've gone through some dope
peeps.
news. You know, like there's been a lot of DC news right now that it was some exciting stuff. But I think now the other news, which will be trying to see how much we can do this weekly, right, is we got another WandaVision episode. All right, so I think I'm the only one that saw it completely, right? So
I'm 10 minutes in, and I could tell you that I am floored. I have thoughts.
Yes.
I have thoughts on 12 minutes of the episode I've seen.
Rodney, please.
Nah, it sounds good. I mean, I'm open. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I'm open to listen. I'm a little bit spoiler immune on this one, because I know it's going to be a slow burn, and I'm not heavily invested in the show either, but that's
Excuse me, what now?
On it.
Wait, what? What do you
hate?
That sounds hate. That sounds like some
I don't know.
Stop
like,
hating.
I need more ties to the MCU. Like so far it hasn't tied anything except for a couple of Easter eggs.
Bro, you're invested enough to rewatch Titans again.
And the entire DC animated universe.
Yes, a review forthcoming, maybe next week. So tune in.
A treatment.
But WandaVision, nah, I'm good.
And it's like, nah,
I'm good. Like,
Bro.
not tied enough to the MCU. It's got the 2 Avengers on the show. Like, nah, it's not connected enough. You know,
Yeah,
Black Widow DC Plus. Just do it.
This,
Well,
yeah,
all right. So before Miguel goes in, I'll give my thoughts on the 12 minutes I saw. So it's like I forgot how much like being in those 2 episodes in black and white. It felt so good to see them in color, even though it turned to color at the end. But I was like, damn, these colors are like super rich. I just wanted to get that out the way.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on. The Soul Stone felt very pronounced on Vision, or was it just me?
I think
know what I
because
mean?
of the color, maybe, right? It was
Yeah,
popping, yeah, but
Damn,
you know,
like it was like in
noticed
your
it more.
face. Yeah.
Word.
Of course, there was the commercial with like the Hydra reference again.
Yes.
So it's like, what's going on here? And shit just went bananas. Like as soon as he realized that there was something wrong with reality, she just unmade it. She got more pregnant. Like what was it by the minute? Like
Yeah.
this shit is absurd. Like what the fuck is going on?
Honestly, Rod, I do think watch it. I think you're gonna be more hooked after this episode because I do think now the plot thickens now, like it shit's fucking moving now. It ended epically, and I think like now it's all gonna be like revealing what's happening and how it connects to the broader MCU outside of just Wanda and Vision, because shit's happening. They do mention, we won't give it away, but they do mention one of the big moments, from the MCU universe. They mentioned Ultron in the episode, so I would suggest, fucking shit starts to connect. It's fucking dope. Like passing, it's in a moment that's important, but you all should fucking watch it. And I do think so. I wanted to say the one thing that happens in this episode that's big. There isn't a spoiler because it was we've seen that this is going to happen. Is so Wanda gives birth, and Wanda gives birth to Billy and Tommy, who are her kids and Vision's kids in the comic book, who are Wiccan and Speed from the Young Avengers, So when that shit happened, it fucking hit me, man. Like I was like tinfoil fucking hat. I'm like getting fucking blackboard, fucking writing shit out because look.
Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia. Because
listen, guys. I think what's happening, what Marvel is planning, what Kevin Feige is planning. I'm worried actually if I say this right now, he's in a fucking little red dot.
Damn!
You're gonna get sniped.
He's like, don't spoil it, man. Guys, I think they're preparing us for a Young Avengers either show or a Young Avengers movie or something.
Damn.
Because check this out. WandaVision, they just introduced Billy and Tommy. Right, so we got Wiccan and Speed. Wiccan's the founding member of the Young Avengers. Wiccan founding member Speed joins later, but integral members of Young Avengers. We got Kate Bishop. Is going to be in Hawkeye,
and also a quick side note. Wiccan is formerly known as the Asgardian.
Yeah,
but then he changed his name because of his sexual orientation and because he'd then be the Asgardian. So just throwing that out there.
That is not
let's go with Wiccan. Because then he doesn't want to be the Asgardian. I mean,
wowzers!
I don't know if that's the exact reason. That might have been the editorial reason. Yes, sure, but maybe not because I actually just reread the first few issues of Young Avengers. They was beautifully drawn by Jim Chong.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous book. And I don't remember the author's name. But like just the first story, where it leads to them changing their names and choosing who to be. And so the point is, all right, so we have Wiccan and Billy introduced, Billy and Speed introduced in WandaVision. We have Kate Bishop appearing in Hawkeye, right, which is another founding member of the Young Avengers. We have also, now this is where things gets a little bit more like we're hypothesizing here. We have Kang is being introduced in the next Ant-Man movie, and if you know, the young version of Kang is Iron Lad, who is a founding member of the Young Avengers.
Word.
So now we have the 4 potential ones, and then another one key member is another key member is Stature. Oh shit, Stature.
Right? We have her.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and we have her, and they just recasted her. They gave a new actress the role of I don't remember her, Cassie Lang, who will appear in the new Ant-Man movie. So that's the other member. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. They already confirmed that America Chavez, who's another member of Young Avengers, but from the second team, not the first team, is appearing in Doctor Strange movie. The other, and they mentioned that in the ¿cómo se llama? in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, they're giving us what's his name, Patriot or something. The Captain America version of Young Avengers. They're introducing him there.
It was like the grandson of the real first Captain America.
That's right.
The original Captain America, who was a black man.
Marvel cuts.
So we already got 7 members of the Young Avengers being introduced. The last key member to be introduced would be Hulkling, who's Terry, I think his name is, who's Wiccan's boyfriend, who they're both young, the key members of founding members of the Young Avengers. And in Hulkling, for those of you who may not know, he's not human.
Skrull, right?
He's a Skrull Kree hybrid.
Damn.
So he's both Skrull and Kree. So now I'm thinking, he's the only one we haven't heard anything about. Are we going to get a Skrull heavy show soon? Yes, we are. We're getting Secret Invasion. Perfect place for them to introduce Hulkling in the show. So mark my words, with all of those pieces falling into place, it's going to lead to Young Avengers. There you go.
How long have you been working on this shit?
I haven't slept. I saw the episode last night, and I just I fucking haven't just been figuring it out.
Good
that's
Lord,
gonna be
man.
cool. And that's a good follow-up. Like, instead of going maybe New Avengers, which is what we thought where they may have gone with the Avengers, franchise. Yeah, go with the Young Avengers. That sounds cool. And that whole Kang Iron Lad thing, that'll be really cool.
That'd be dope. And especially if they do it that way, right? They're doing it how they did it with the Avengers, right? Instead of giving us like you fucking DC did, like Justice League movie, here's everybody, take it. It's like they're introducing each character, taking advantage, building it slow, no rush.
Oh my God, they have years and years of stories to pull from.
Damn. Yo, I completely forgot that back in the Disney, I actually read Young Avengers when it was coming out. You remember that shit, right?
Yeah,
like damn, I forgot about that. That's crazy, dude. Folks, you heard it here first. I'm pretty sure if that happens, you heard that shit here first.
I haven't seen anybody talk about it in the news right now. Comicbook.com, what's up, man? Come on.
And if Miguel's not in here this next episode, you know what?
Exactly.
He clearly was taking out.
Making a phone call.
He's like watching us right now through the camera right now. Not as it's airing, as we're recording.
He's watching us live.
But what I was thinking though, but would you guys rather it all leads, because technically some characters are being introduced in the TV series, right? Like WandaVision, Falcon, and Hawkeye, and others in movies, right? Like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange. Would you guys rather get a Young Avengers show, a TV series on Disney Plus, or a movie, or both?
I'm gonna go with movie, just because it'll now be the different thing. Whereas before it was all about movies and these like short form shows were kind of like on the side. Now it's all about the short form show, and I don't know if the pandemic has helped that, like the whole like binge culture of these like Netflix shows and whatnot. So make the Young Avengers like the side project, like how Defenders kind of built up to another show. Well, just maybe build up to like one really cool movie, like the actual Avengers, whatever trilogy or 4-parter. That'd be cool.
I say both, but I say start with a movie, and then you make them like the first characters at Marvel to go fluidly intermedium.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You just like that. You start with the movies, and then just like intersperse them in between the shows, and periodically they get their own movie. But you know what I mean? And they pop up in and like because you can. You know what I'm saying? Like doing that with the Avengers, kind of like it requires like a few episodes build up to the appearance of one Avengers character on any other medium if that were to ever happen. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. But the Young Avengers, after one good movie, just like Rod said, you could pretty much just kind of throw them anywhere.
Yeah, and tinfoil hat moment. But
Ooh.
could we be seeing like the end of like movies in a way, especially because of the pandemic? I mean,
The end of
I'm not saying they're
cinema.
going to end. I'm not going to say they're going to end entirely. I'm just saying like it's not going to be what it used to be. Especially, you know, we still got to wait and see how this whole pandemic and you know the vaccination effort, how that all plays out. And if these companies again like Blockbuster, right? That at one point was a staple. People just go rent videos, guys. And now that shit is in the ether. It's dust. Like who knows? Maybe going to the movies and eating popcorn, especially with like a more and more sedentary culture, people are just not even gonna want to, you know, maybe even do that anymore. Especially with the added danger of a virus. Anyways, tinfoil hat moment.
So what you're predicting is that we're gonna end up like the movie WALL-E.
Yes, exactly.
Shout out to WALL-E.
Yo, we've said that before here on the episode.
Yeah,
I think it's a theme.
That's it, man.
So
I think things might change. Obviously, cinema's not gonna end. You know, people will make movies. How we consume the movies might be different. You know, and I do agree. I personally cannot wait to go to the movies. But exactly, if it's like fucking some Mad Max shit out there, I might as well stream it, you know, and that's it.
Or what if COVID never goes away?
Yeah.
Or Civil War 2, apparently. Like some people on the internet.
Damn.
QAnons.
Right.
Or the zombie apocalypse from the vaccine. Fuck.
Word.
And then the alien invasion.
Yo, and I do want to say shout out, right? Because Rod's the first one of us to get the vaccine.
Word.
I got it. The chip is in me. The government now. Kevin Feige now knows my moves and everything. Him and Jeff Bezos.
Damn, wait. Yeah. So you're saying that the vaccine was orchestrated between Jeff Bezos and Kevin Feige?
And Bill Gates.
And Bill
Gates.
Here
first. Yes.
And you hear here only.
Bro, Bill Gates foretold the pandemic. But anyways, yeah. I mean, if people are looking for New York City to get back to what it was, just get the goddamn shot.
Hell yeah.
Apparently, we're like in another spike. At quarantine, I don't mean to like go into quarantine, but at first it was kind of cool because we got to binge shit and, you know, fix your apartment and, I don't know, play with your cat, whatever. But now it's like, yo, let's just get back to, you know, going out to restaurants and seeing a good movie and whatnot.
Yo, especially right now here for us in New York with the winter, you know, the fucking just cold. It's like, I think I feel it more just being locked in the apartment, you know, like no, it's really like, for me, like I work from home completely. Like I haven't gone into the office since March. So it's like that.
Damn,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. No, man, I miss my commute. Can you believe that? I miss the fucking subway. I miss the trains. No, I miss my coworkers. Even the ones I don't like.
Showtime.
Yeah, exactly. Showtime.
Yeah, but shout out because it made us create this show. This is a conversation we would have otherwise had while watching, I don't know, a movie in one of our cribs, but now it's for all of you to listen to while you're quarantined.
Yeah, word. I was gonna say that. That's a testament to what us three are made of. That amidst the pressure and the darkness of quarantine, the diamond that is this show was born.
Yes.
And then all of you out there gets to waste your lives, all the seconds and minutes and hours that we're stealing from you that you're never going to get back. Thank you.
I like that, the metaphor of the whole crystallizing diamond thing, like the Richard Donner Superman. It's like a chunk of gold.
Word, deep cut. Fact,
when I was a kid seeing that scene, that was pretty cool. Christopher Reeve is a legend.
Yes. Yeah, word. And of course, you know, like, all up in the lockdown and quarantine, I'm sure we all dove into the dark dimension, also known as YouTube. And this being, you know, like a comic book based show, you, our fans, know for a fact that within the biosphere that is YouTube, or the biotech sphere, what have you, in the Seventh Kingdom Technium within YouTube, there's a whole world of just straight fan-made videos that have to do purely with comic books. Now, gentlemen, I'm sure you guys have come across some stuff. I'll get the conversation started because I think there's one thing I've always wanted to discuss on this show. You are fans out there, need to go check it out. And it started out on YouTube. I'm not sure if you could even find it on YouTube, but I think you can if you pay for it, but it's somewhere out there on the interwebs. It's called Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It is a completely fan-made movie that's on YouTube, and it's almost like a prequel to the whole Street Fighter concept, and it's about how Ken and Ryu they grew up together, and how Akuma becomes who he is, or Akuma, however you prefer to say it.
You said Aquaman right now. That's what I heard the first time. Aquaman.
I said Akuma
Yeah.
or
Aquaman
Akuma.
fights the Street Fighters. Is this what you're saying?
That's exactly what
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, but people should check it out. I've always wanted to get that shit off my chest. Wow.
Yeah, and again, we're on YouTube now, streaming videos. We're trying to bring you the best content possible. You want to see our lovely faces, quarantined in our apartments? Check it out. But yeah, I remember, like, back when my DC Renaissance began, right? When I just fell madly in love, because I'm a childhood Marvelite. I remember, like, scrolling through the TV. This is back when we had public access television here in New York City, and I saw like this random short movie of Batman fighting the Predator, and it was cool.
I remember
It was
that.
really cool. I'm like, yo, what is this, and how do I get more of it? So I eventually went on my AOL account, whatever, and looked in the internet.
You got mail.
Yeah, and it turned out it was a fan-made film. I'm not entirely sure, but you could just easily. Oh, it's called Batman Dead End, right? I don't know if I already mentioned that, but highly recommend checking this out. So I saw this, and then I went down the rabbit hole, which is fan-made videos. So I have one more that I want to give a big shout out to, which is one of my favorites. It's called Grayson Earth One. Now, this is almost like a what if the CW made, Nightwing. So that means that the quality is CW-esque, and for a fan-made film, that's
good.
pretty damn
That's
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I thought that where they went with it, although Batman does appear in this, and it's not pulled off great because it's during the Christian Bale era, so he's trying to be like that Batman. But come on,
Best Batman of
Anyways.
all time. Go ahead.
yeah, but don't mimic the god, right? But yeah, other than that, it's a great fan made film. Definitely check it out.
And also,
We were saying though earlier though, like I love this because I don't know any of this. Like I don't know. For me, whatever, I never really consumed YouTube like many of you guys. Like I have a lot of friends who like YouTube is a staple, and I really don't use YouTube a lot. If anything, I remember when I used to live right in apartment 24 with Rod, we used to watch some of these videos late at night, like after like a drunk fucking night or something. And I remember
kind of night where I'd order a 6 foot long life size Nightwing cardboard cutout.
Exactly. I
I'm
might have been
sensing a
there with
pattern
you,
here.
motivating you. You fucking have to get it. And I remember now that you're mentioning, because actually as you mentioned some of these, like I'm having like some like weird like flashbacks, like, oh fuck, what? Yes. Like I remember seeing some of these. Like other than that, but I'm actually Googling them right now on getting them up, so I'm gonna watch them after we're done recording.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the ones you might want to look for, like I think as far as channels, even if they're still out there, would be Superhero Beatdown or something like that, right, Rod? If I'm not
That's
mistaken.
right. That's right. They have a White Ranger versus a
Ooh,
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Oh my
And
god.
it's the actual Tommy dude from
Yeah.
No.
Shout out to
legitimate
Jason David Frank.
Word.
Jason David Frank is a G. And I think the other people are Bad in the Sun. Those two fan made accounts, and then from there, knowing how the algorithms work, as soon as you start looking into that shit,
Yeah.
you can just dive down the rabbit hole on your right hand side,
Yeah.
or then the next request, and then
Yo, I'm lost already. I'm like literally right now on YouTube. I'm like,
let me just tell you, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna spoil Batman Dead End, but just know that it starts with him and fighting the Joker, and it's kind of cool, right? And then it's him fighting the Predator, and wait, no, it's him fighting aliens, and then Predators come out. Bro, I don't even remember. Man. Oh, I think an alien, grabs the Joker, and then a Predator that's
shit.
chasing the alien. I don't know.
so it's like
know which
Batman
one was
versus Alien
awesome?
versus Predator.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. Versus
You know which one I
Joker.
just remembered? I forgot what channel it was from on YouTube, but it was Deadpool versus the Joker.
I don't
Oh
think I've
my
seen that
god,
one.
that one blew my mind. Yo, there are like you will see some actors out there that it would be like you will question the judgment of these multi-billion-dollar companies, dude. Yo, the fan service, these are passion projects. I don't see how they make a profit off of this shit. I never understood it. but I've always just been like in awe of the shit they pull off.
I don't know, bro. I think they make a profit because honestly, right now, down the rabbit hole, right now, I'm seeing Thanos versus Darkseid, Batman versus Darth Vader, Batman versus Wolverine.
I've seen that one.
I've seen that one too.
Yo, if, for example, that shit has, Batman versus Wolverine has 20 million.
Yeah, they make their money.
Okay,
that's the profit, man.
Yeah. What would you call this? Like what, D-list movies? I don't even know what letter in the alphabet that would be.
I mean, they're not movies, right? They're like short.
Yeah, but it has 20 million views. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, think about the production, the choreography. Like, dude, these are movies in my opinion.
I'm glad there's a culture that's so passionate that they didn't
invest.
Word. I mean, in a way, we kind of are like, homebrew creators too, because we love it so much. But I remember seeing like Superman they tried to do the Superman Batman Public Enemies comic book, which I talked about in the past. It's animated too. And it was Michael Hearn as Superman. Woo! And for the people that know Michael Hearn, he's one of the most jacked humans on earth, and he's
the
like
Titan.
He's a legend.
Shout out to Michael Hearn.
So they get these names, man. They had to pay him. They had to pay him, man.
Yeah, of course. He didn't get it for free.
Fair enough, yeah. But yeah, dude, that is one rabbit hole. Like, fans enjoy. If you didn't know that was out there, leave comments on, like our Insta, our Facebook, our Twitter, whatever. Hit us up on Gmail, the Legion of Zoom, or what is it? The Legion of Zoom, or just Legion of Zoom?
Legion on Zoom.
Legion on Zoom at gmail.com. Yeah, I said that by mistake. Legion on Zoom at gmail.com. Give us your opinions send us the links to your favorites. You know what I mean? We'll scan them for viruses because we don't trust any of you. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
links. Links to YouTube, please.
YouTube link, please.
YouTube.
I don't even trust a Facebook link. I'm like, nah.
Hell no, never.
I don't click a Facebook link anymore.
Nah, man.
Listen,
the only person that sends me Facebook links is like my dad. I'm like, I'm not clicking that shit. Like, nah, bro. I don't know you like that. Fuck.
And it's crazy that Facebook is still really potent, right? Like it's just people's parents on it now, but apparently it can still swing elections. So
you know what's funny? You took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say that. It's still pretty potent. But yeah, like, dudes and dudettes out there, tell us what your favorite videos are. We are so interested to hear what your tastes are. There's so many crossovers. The possibilities are just endless. And God, talk about a good time. You're going to lose time you're never going to get back. I keep saying that because it's true. It's so unproductive, but yet so rewarding. And on that note, it's always an honor, a pleasure. I cry on every episode from laughter. So always check that box. And I love you guys. This is Chez.
Likewise. And love you fans out there. I'm excited to, hopefully you are checking out the YouTube out, in addition to listening to us on Spotify or Apple or Google or just straight on Captivate, wherever, or Amazon, actually. We're on Amazon podcast too.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
On Pandora YouTube. For people that, listen to that.
Yeah, exactly. We're on a bunch of random ones in India too. So if you're, again, we've said this before.
We're in 15 countries, bro.
I saw it pop up with our season premiere. India's back up there with listening. So if you're a listener in India right now,
we love you guys.
Email us, tell us where you're at.
Any questions, we'd love to answer them right here on the podcast.
Exactly. Please, anything.
Tell us what you're reading, who you're into. We'll discuss this shit.
Exactly.
And like Miguel said, he doesn't only love you fans, he will love you fans if you just, slide into that DM.
Yo, that is 100% true.
What's up?
Yo, how you doing? Just message me, baby. It's all good. And with that, I'm Miguel. Bye.
And I'm Rod. Peace.
Deuces.
Peace.
Legion on Zoom, starring and produced by Jose Perez, aka Chez, Rodney Martinez, and myself, Miguel Arce. Please subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or shoot us an email at legiononzoom@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Legion on Zoom.